Catherine?
Yeah.
Why would Georgia pass a law that the government could not microchip people without them knowing? And then when the government was asked about it in Georgia, oh, well, no, there's nothing to it. Why would they pass a law about not being able to microchip people in Georgia unless they knew something that we didn't know? What do you know about that? Catherine Albrecht is an author, a researcher, public speaker, longtime privacy expert. She has this documentary called Shadow Government, and she's out of Harvard. What do you know, Catherine?
Well, I'll tell you this. I think they're concerned because some people have been microchipped to do their job. There was a place in Cincinnati called City Watcher, and they actually microchipped 3 of their employees to access the secure records room where they kept their videotapes. So I think the people in Georgia and other states around the country are saying, wait a minute, we don't want you to be in a position where your employer says to keep your job, roll up your sleeve, here comes an injection.
Well, and they're talking about how this could be. Some people believe the mark of the beast, so maybe the devil really did go down to Georgia.
He was looking for a soul
with microchips. Thank you, Catherine.
Because he was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, boy,
hey, man, you got to take this microchip. You just put it in you.
Soon, the use of microchips implanted into your bodies could be required by the government in the name of national security.
There's my chip right there.
So you can actually see it.
It's about the size of a grain of rice, and it feels like it too. But what that tiny chip can and can't do has become the source of much concern and confusion.
I was in a grocery store, and a couple ladies said, hey, you're the guy with the chip in your arm, aren't you? Run across the scanner so we can see if we get a discount on groceries.
Privacy advocates think we shouldn't open that door.
The concern is a privacy concern because when that chip is placed in you, it becomes a permanent form of identification.
That's one of the reasons that I don't want to do it. It's creepy to have knowing that something is there the entire time.
First, implants in medical patients, then prisoners, then workers, then the children.
10:52, the Big 89 WLS, Mancow and Cassidy. They just pulled Cassidy off the show. So I don't know what that means. Let's go to...
Was he arrested?
No, the management came down. Come on. Huh.
What, did they pull him out with security?
I thought those guys were dead when he got there.
Let's go to Homer Glenn. Let's say hi to Tim. Hey, Tim, do you know Pat Cassidy's ringtone?
And it sounds like Don't Fear the Reaper.
You got it, brother. And you're off to Chef Foss is going to cook for you. Brilliant chef. He's an artist, really, over at Lockwood in the Palmer House. You got the hookup. Scott Lee Cohen. Some say he was drunk. That was, or something going on with this guy. Here he is off TTW. Now, this was the guy that won fair and square, the lieutenant governor position. Or at least a candidate
on the Democratic ticket.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Democratic primary.
I don't understand why Madigan just didn't take $100,000. They knew about this guy. Why they didn't just quietly behind the scenes put some torpedoes in this guy's campaign. Why did they let this go this far?
I think that they didn't think he would win.
Right.
And Madigan had other priorities. He wasn't thinking about this guy because he didn't think he was going to win. What
was wrong with Scott Lee Cohen on TV last night?
Everything was refreshingly different. From the way I announced to putting my whole life out there, no one has ever done that.
Madigan didn't know, guys, with all the mailers. He did 10 mailers. You know how much money that cost?
Well, why do you think Madigan didn't do anything? Why do you think he didn't do anything?
Oh, I do
he thought Terry Link was going to win.
Yeah, I do think you're right on that. Yeah. I mean, I do think you're right. I don't think...
Do you think Cohen was drunk on the Channel 11 show?
Wasn't very eloquent.
He goes against corruption. He fights corruption. He doesn't pay to play. Can't talk today. Pay to play politics.
Oh, he sounds funky. But he's tired. He's been getting up, doing a lot of media. And
he's been through a lot.
He's been crying a lot. And I'm not above crying.
He's got Amy ripping him on the air.
Amy. Amy's a rat girl. There's cat people, there's dog people. But there's vanilla chocolate. Everybody loves pancakes. So we can agree on that. 5 minutes away from the top of the hour, 5 minutes away from Rush. Rokon coming up. Ron Majors will be there. Cisco will be there. The whole crew will be there. And...
don't get me started.
It's gonna. No, I'm not going to believe it.
Okay,
I'm trying to stop you.
I know.
Okay. It is 10:55, the Big 89 WLS.
Mancow and Cassidy on the Big 89 WLS, where Chicago comes to talk.